Hi, PerspectaWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday, October 3rd. What a difference a day makes. A dramatic cool down north of the Pennsylvania-Maryland border in the overnight hours. Yesterday afternoon we had temperatures at 90 plus degrees throughout the I-95 corridor region. Some places reached record highs. In fact, a few spots had the highest temperatures ever recorded in the month of October. This morning, down into the lower 60s in Philadelphia, New York City, for example. Temperatures have actually dropped over the last couple of hours and will continue to drop over the next few hours. Cooler air is working its way south of the Pennsylvania-Maryland border into the D.C. region. The winds there now are out of the northeast. Starting off the day down in D.C. in the low to mid 70s, probably getting up to the upper 70s, and the real cool down there will be felt on Friday and Saturday. This is a map from the Penn State EWAL site that shows the 24-hour temperature change from yesterday morning to this morning, and just some dramatic numbers here throughout New England. And notice everywhere pretty much north of the Pennsylvania-Maryland border has seen a significant drop in temperatures this morning compared to yesterday morning, but not necessarily to the south of there. Again, the cooler air is just now working its way down into the D.C. metro region. In some spots as much as 25 degrees cooler this morning as compared with yesterday morning. Well, with a temperature drop like that up across the northeastern part of the nation, very likely to have seen a strong cold frontal passage. Indeed, it is basically a backdoor cool front that dropped from the northeast to the southwest, and here it is as we begin the day on Thursday. Again, cutting right through the D.C. metro region right now. Winds are out of the northeast down across D.C. and very much cooler this morning in Philadelphia, New York City, with some occasional showers. That frontal system will continue to work its way to the south. This low pressure area actually moves along the frontal boundary zone to the north and east over the next 24 hours or so, and the passage of that low pressure system will provide kind of an extra push of the cooler air south of the Mason-Dixon line for tonight and Friday. Again, not nearly as warm today in D.C. as compared with yesterday, but the dramatic cool down will really be felt on Friday and Saturday as well. Already quite cool in New York City and Philadelphia, and those places will remain quite cool right through the beginning half of the upcoming weekend. Well, in terms of rainfall, again, much of the action will be north of the Pennsylvania-Maryland border with occasional showers falling in the cooler air mass. And here we can see occasional rain here across southern Pennsylvania, heavier amounts across upstate Pennsylvania going towards the New York City metro region. Not much of them expected in terms of rainfall across northern Maryland, D.C. metro region. Cannot rule out a shower or two, and there will be plenty of clouds around. But again, most of the action in terms of rainfall over the next several hours will be Pennsylvania, north and east. Well, let's take a look at last night's 6E GFS model run. We're looking at the surface forecast maps from this morning, Thursday morning. Again, we love to see strong high pressure to the north this time of the year. That cuts off any potential heat wave, and there it is, strong high over southeastern Canada. Cooler air has working its way now down into the D.C. metro region, already in place across Philadelphia and New York City. And again, there will be occasional showers for the next few hours. This low pressure area will move to the east over the next 24 hours, providing a little bit of a stronger push of the cool air into areas south of the Mason-Dixon line. So again, a big cool down on Friday in D.C. compared to today. And it's not nearly as warm today as it was on yesterday in D.C., of course, and even cooler weather expected on Saturday. Let's push ahead here, and here we go. That low pressure area provides a little bit of a push, and the cooler air moves all the way down into the Virginias and Carolinas over the next 24 hours or so, all anchored by the strong high pressure system moving across the Great Lakes into the northeast. Stiff north to northwest flow of air sets up later Friday night. Very likely to be the coolest temperature so far this season. Friday night going into early Saturday morning throughout the Mid-Atlantic region, throughout New England. Frost is even possible upstate Pennsylvania, interior sections of New England and New York State. This high pressure system will stay in control on Saturday. Here we are, a nice high pressure area over southeastern Canada. Quite a cool day. Winds tend to die down a little bit. It'll be quite breezy on Friday, maybe a little bit less so on Saturday. Then that high starts to shift off the eastern seaboard. That will allow somewhat warmer air to push in on Sunday and Monday, and I think we may very well be setting up for a significant rain event along the I-95 corridor in the interior sections of the northeastern U.S. in the Sunday night, Monday time frame. Here we are, frontal system. The next in a series of frontal systems will be closing in on the eastern seaboard late Sunday night, going into the day on Monday. And I think this very well could turn into a pretty soaking rain event for places like D.C., Philadelphia, New York City. Of course, that has been a rarity in recent weeks. The month of September was very dry in much of the Mid-Atlantic region, but again, we could be headed for a significant rain event in the late Sunday night, Monday time frame. And here we go into Monday afternoon. That frontal system just at this time pushing across towards the eastern seaboard, and another comfortable air mass will come in behind it for Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So a dramatic cool down today. Philadelphia, New York City, occasional showers. Turns cooler tonight, and especially on Friday in the D.C. metro region. This cool air mass sticks around right into the upcoming weekend. And watch out for a potential significant rain event late Sunday night and Monday across the eastern seaboard. That's it for now. For PerspectaWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Orion.